Hi everyone, Mus'e here again with yet another fantastic piece from the Pathfinder Battles City of Lost Omens line that is available now for pre-order and releasing in July. So right now we're going to be taking a look at the Thieves Guild. Now let me tell you, this is a fantastic set that I highly recommend you taking a look at. So like I've done before, we're going to take a look at everything in the box, and then I'm going to take everything out of the box for a closer look. This is just the top of the box. If you really want to see what's going on, well, that's, easy enough. Here we go. This is what you will be getting in the Thieves Guild box. As you can see, it's a nice blister and box format. Some really amazing pieces are included with this set. So here is the front of the box. Again, you have the fantastic artwork, which I love. Then if we just slide over to the side here, there is this fantastic blurb that goes along on the back of the box. Every criminal gang needs a place to call home, be it to train their larcenous skill or to hide out from the law. With City of Lost Omens Thieves Guild, your scoundrels and burglars gain a wide range of furnishings to decorate their hidden hideout. Be it tables strewn with stolen loot, training dummies to practice their skills, or a sinister altar to the god of thieves. This fantastic set is perfect for any Pathfinder game that involves the shady side of the law. Alright, I am going to waste no further time. Let me get these all out of the packaging so you can take a closer look at these pieces individually and see what you can expect when you get your hands on the Thieves Guild set from the Pathfinder Battles City of Lost Omens. Sit tight. Okay, so I have everything out of the blister pack, and what I'm going to do is just hold these up so you can see them up close and personal in my hands. But be sure to stay for the end of the video because I will be providing some photos for you to see these in situ in a table layout. So first, let's just march down the list on the back of that box. We're going to start with the Trapdoor. So here is the Trapdoor right here. As you can see, it has some really great details with the nail heads in the wood, and there's this fantastic wood grain that runs through the planks. And the other fun thing is that it is functional. So the door actually flips open. And when you flip it open, you get to peek down into the next level. And I love that there is this little bit of a ladder in it as well. So that's the trapdoor. And here, let me grab a mini for scale so you get a sense of size right there. And this is the male half-orc druid from the Pathfinder Battles Deep Cuts line. So that's the trapdoor. I'll keep him down here for future reference. Let's move on now to the weapons rack. Lots of little details were incorporated into this. You can see the various potions, there's daggers, swords, and so forth. So that is the front of the rack. Let me flip it around so you can see the back. And there you have the back of the rack. Here is the altar itself, and as you can tell, it's definitely one of those impact pieces. So here we have the back wall with all these fantastic details going on with the stonework and the decorations. I'm just going to rotate this so you can see. And that continues on through onto the back. Again, some fantastic detail. And then if you look at the floor, you're getting your 1-inch grid that's going on here as well. Now let me explain what's happening with these two openings. This is actually where your two braziers go, and this is an LED feature. So if you flip this over to the bottom, you will see that you have these two gold buttons. All you need to do is just press on those buttons to turn on your LED lights, as you can see right there. And then all you need to do is bring out those two braziers, which are made with this great translucent plastic. It goes from an orange to a purplish color, and you just stick them into the openings of your altar, like so. Very quick, very easy. And now you have your braziers installed into your altar. Like that. Now there's more that goes along with this, and now we're going to look into the corpse piles. Yes, the corpse piles. So let me set the altar down over here, and let me grab those. So here are our two corpse piles, all right, 1 and 2. Now, they look like simple piles from above, but it's the bottoms that I want you to take a closer look at. Because as you can see here, you notice there are these stair-like notches that are put into the bases of this. And this is so that these piles can actually drape onto the altar as well. So let me move the altar forward and I'll show you what I mean. So here goes the one on the one side, and as you can see, it actually lips around the corner quite nicely. I'm going to bring that up close so you can see that. So that's what it looks like with the first corpse pile on there. Let me show you the second one. This one actually sits a little bit lower down on the stairs than the other one. So you put that into place and it will hug the corner here. I need to hold this simply because the weight of it will flip off holding it up in midair, but let me put it on the table so you can see. So that's what it looks like on table when you have your corpse pile placed on that. And I'll actually put the other one back up against it because you can put both on at the same time. It just makes climbing the stairs very interesting for you or the players. Just saying. Let's take a look at the archery thrown dagger target, which you see right here. You have your bullseye. You have some arrows and some daggers already tossed in. And even the back, you get that great swirl detail, as well as the strips wrapped around the posts. And again, let me bring in our mini so you see just how big this is. Give you your sense of scale right there. And let's keep going. This is the Theives Tool Set that comes along with this. And as you can see, it's just a nice little roll-up leather pouch type setup. And you have the tools that are inserted, ready to go at a moment's notice. Let me bring a mini in so you can see sense of scale here. So here is the male half-orc druid from the Pathfinder Battles Deep Cuts line. But that gives you a sense of size to a standard mini. So that is the Thieves Tools right here. Really a fun little bit to include. And this is the loot sack itself. Again, a smaller piece, but it's just a basic brown sack tied with some rope, and you have the gold coins. There we go. You have the gold coins sitting next to the sack. And again, I'll bring out the mini so you get an idea of size-wise. Basically to scale of the miniatures. So that is the loot sack. So here is the training chest, and as you can see, it has a variety of different padlocks on either side of the chest, and the chest itself has the fantastic wood grain detail again, as well as the strips of metal wrapped around with the rivets. Really another great miniature. Let me pull up our little half-orc fellow so you get a sense of scale again. There you go. Up next, we have the training door, which the door itself is coming on one of those translucent bits of plastic so that when you place it on top of terrain, let's just put it on my hand. When you place it on top of the terrain, you will still see the terrain showing through. But for now, let's take a look at the door itself. And as you can see, look at all this fantastic detail that's coming on that door. You have various locks, padlocks, all of it. And there's even some different colors brought in, which I think is fantastic. And that is the other side of the door, standard door. Again, great wood grain detailing, stone detail, really a lovely piece. And from there we have our tables. So here is the card table with some coin in the center, the cards laid out, your frothy ale, ready to be enjoyed. There we go. And let me bring up the mini so you can see that, just to give you a sense as to how that all works out scale-wise. And let's move on to the next table. And this one is the loot table. So while I have him out, I'll make sure he is standing next to. But this is what the loot table looks like. So you have a wicked pile of gold, a mask, the bag, some boots, because you know, why not? But that is the loot table. And these are the chairs that come along with it. You get 2 of those chairs. So basic wooden chairs, but again, look at that wood grain detail. Even though they might be basic tails, they have a lot of nice details put into it with the slats and everything going on. So that's what those chairs look like. Let me grab our fellow so you get size reference here. There you go. Next up are the training dummies. We have our combat training dummy, which is basically just posts of wood stuck through. And then you have your pickpocket training dummy, which is a similar style, except you have things like bells and strips of fabric hanging from it instead. But that is everything that goes along in this set for the Pathfinder Battles City of Lost Omens Thieves Guild. I am going to make sure that there is a lovely photo montage for you to watch now. Don't forget that these are available for pre-order now, and they are releasing in July 2020. So do be sure to check out the links that I'm providing for you in the description below. Until then, I will see you in another video. And for now, take care everyone, and bye-bye.